Digby. Where we at?
Jamie Johnson's.
Ruts to Rods 2019, boys.
First video, close to home.
Dude, I mean, what is this monstrosity?
We said we asked for Jamie.
Jamie!
Yes, sir.
Man, dude.
Pretty cool, isn't it?
I see it's a Ford, but that's all I know.
It's a 54 Ford. It's actually started out as a DX gas truck. A gas truck.
C500.
Gas truck. And it used to have the DX emblems on it and everything. And I found this from a gentleman up by Nixa. And I talked to one of my customers into purchasing the vehicle a couple years ago. And we've been on and off of it a few times, but we're ready to rock and roll, get it done.
That's awesome. So, did it just start with a cab?
No, we actually took a 54, the front part's 54 Ford, and we took a 56 Ford and made a four-door out. We turned the 56 Ford cab actually around the other direction because I thought the doors looked more correct, plus it gives it suicide doors in the back.
Well, let's talk around.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll check it out.
Well, actually, the truck is set. We always build these trucks. I'm an air ride fan, and the truck's got 24/5 semi wheels milled down to 24s with adapters. It's got a mid-80s Chevy front stub under it. It's got to have power steering, of course. It's got airbags on the front. We kind of, like I said, we cut the cab. We ended up cutting the cab here right behind. We took a 56 Ford, turned it around, and then started making them together.
It's functional.
Yes. And it's going to have 4 seats.
Neat.
So you can just, and I like the step right here.
Yeah, we custom it up, trying to make it easy to get in and out of. And
I'm 6'4", and this is
we've had 4 guys in it, pretty comfortable, not too bad. Not too bad.
Hey, can you fit a cooler in there?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we got to have a spot for a cooler.
Yeah. But like I said, we got some more customizing on the truck we're going to do. I mean, we're going to shorten the fender openings up on the front. I don't really care because these trucks are made for big wheels and tires, even though this is a pretty good sized tire wheel, but it's not nothing compared to the original one. So we're going to end up shaking this, kind of configuring this opening here.
Cool. Didn't you say something? Hey, didn't you say something about?
Yeah, he was talking about whenever you go to get in the truck to make it.
It makes it a little hard to get into. I know what you're getting ready to say. The truck's kind of hard to get into, so we're actually going to cut into this fender and make like a pocket for your foot to go in.
Shoe hole.
And it makes it really, I mean, we've kind of done a couple tests with some pieces tacked on there, and it makes it really easy to get in and out of the truck.
Nice.
And the truck, we built all the chassis on this truck. I mean, all the frame rails are custom built in this shop. All the sheet metal work is done in this shop. It's going to have the dash and all that, and the console is all going to be made out of fiberglass. We're going to glass all that in, and it'll have overhead console.
So hey Jamie, what kind of power plant you putting in this thing?
It's got a 12-valve Cummins twin turbo. It's supposed to be pushing about 800 horsepower, 1,600 foot-pounds of torque.
Now wait a minute.
Nice.
I woke up this morning thinking about something.
Yep.
We always want more power, want more torque.
Yes.
People's talking about cam shafts, cam swaps. What do you say we take the cams, throw them in the trash, getting rid of the weight, all the moving parts. We can put electronic solenoids in this thing and use them to open and shut the valves, run it off a computer. More efficient.
More efficient.
What do you think, Mike?
More green.
Less rotating parts, motor to spin faster, make more horsepower.
Well, once you figure that out, Big, let us know.
Hey, I'm still working on it up here.
Well, right on. Keep working on it.
All right.
Don't think too much.
Your hand's gonna hurt for a while for that. Yeah.
All right.
Anyway, the truck's also getting a 6-speed Allison transmission, and this truck is actually a mid-engine truck. The engine is sitting right underneath the back seat.
Oh, no
And,
kidding.
Yeah, so and people ask me, isn't that going to be hard to work on? Well, if you ever have to do an overhead on the truck, the seats are going to be real easy to unbolt. It's going to have a plate that's easily removed underneath the console. And literally, you can sit right underneath this truck and change everything on front of the motor.
Wow.
I mean, it's really easy actually to work on. So I mean,
Once you get it up?
Once you kind of get it up, you're going to have to, but you could about almost crawl through the hood and come through the back if you really had to on your road,
Wow.
So your trunk's gonna be in the front.
We are going to do a trunk with a removable hatch and everything. That way you can throw your lawn chairs and stuff in the front.
Junk in the trunk, but it's in the front. That's right.
Cooler or something. Yep.
Right on.
Yeah, we custom built this bed. I got really tickled at people. They would come by and see the bed when we just had it kind of skeletoned out.
Dig it.
And you can kind of see it, and they just could not see what we were going for. And then once we started sheeting it, and I bought a bead roller a couple years ago, so we've actually got some beads we put in here with a.
Hey,
bead
who
roller.
screwed up on that?
No, that's.
Come on.
And
No, I dig it.
I know. And but we actually stretched the fenders, and we put the fenders on, and it just didn't look right. But, you know, the factory fender actually stopped about right here, and it was fine when the truck was down, but when the truck was raised up, it almost just didn't look right. It looked like the fender was too small.
Plus, you need clearance for the wheel and tire.
Yeah, and so we stretched this thing 6 inches, and that allowed it to come down past the running board, so we could kind of attach that there to blend all that to make it look
Good
you know, look
job.
proper.
It looks freaking awesome.
And,
Hey, I want to check this rear suspension and stuff out.
Okay.
This looks. Back here, you can see the engine, where the transmission's going to go. You can see the bags, and it looks like you've got GM rear.
it's got a 14-bolt GM rear end in it. We put a gooseneck plate in it. The guy is actually going to pull trailers with this. We're going to do a receiver hitch on this truck.
Cool.
The tailgate, people keep asking me what we're going to do on the back. We're actually going to take this, and it's not going to have actually a functional tailgate that opens, but we're going to make like a gooseneck tailgate. It's going to swoop around and do a couple of turns, and then we'll sheet metal it, and then the bumper will sit in underneath that. And I think it's going to be pretty trick. And it's got a right tank 4-link in it with airbags, and again, we did all the bead rolling on the inner fenders, the tubs, I guess you call them. And then I get also people asking, well, how are you going to check the oil and all that stuff on this truck? We're actually going to have a box that's in the center of the bed, and it'll have a lid. You'll be able to fill your oil there, check all your fluids. You know, I've got all the dipsticks already, you know, that's long, that'll reach the front of the motor.
You
everything.
made all that. I mean,
Yeah.
figured it out for
Yeah.
sure.
And it's got twin tanks in it. It's just pretty cool. Like I said, I love the fabrication of this. I mean, just the thought process going. I've got some good fabricators here, and they just do really nice work.
Yeah, I'm looking at the frame here. I mean, you can see how all the welds and the bracing. It just looks good.
Yeah, one of my fabricators, Sean McCarter, built all this chassis and stuff, and he's got another guy that works with him here in the shop, and they make a good team, and they go at it, and I really get tickled at them. They bounce off the ideas off each other, and when I come back here, it's always, hey, can we try to do this? Can we do that? And I'm like, you know, if it's feasible, not too much, you know, time, yes, we'll try something different, cool, you know.
Well, this is definitely different and cool.
Yes.
Absolutely.
For sure. For sure.
Well, we haven't looked inside of it.
Yeah, you want to check it out?
Yeah.
And let's open the doors up here. And on the console, my idea was on the console. The last truck I built for myself, it had a little bit of a console, and it kind of hurt you on the feet, the foot room.
Hey, look here.
Yep. And so I actually come up with the idea to make the console where you could actually see through it, so it really helps with the foot room in the truck, you know.
Well, it's about right, 'cause when you're driving, your arms,
Yeah.
you have your...
And then you're not really on your space on your foot. If you think about your feet, you know, I mean, you know how it is when you drive on long trips, your feet get kind of cramped. That other truck I built, you really was kind of limited in space on
You were
it.
like this, probably.
Yeah, well, then the console kind of made your feet kind of narrow, so I kind of wanted to do away with that and just make the floorboard flat. And with the motor being in the back, you was able to do some of
Right,
that stuff.
you can move a lot of that.
Yeah, we actually moved the floorboard forward in just to get some more room.
I see that you're mocking up for air conditioning for luxuries.
Yeah, I have mini J, of course.
You don't have power windows or anything?
Power windows, and I have four power windows in it.
Nice.
And like I said, it's crazy. And I'm very lucky. The man owns this truck. He kind of lets me dream and build some of the stuff I want to build, you know, and it's pretty awesome. I appreciate him a lot. And he does a good job, like I said, let me dream stuff and you know, and let me
He's
go
all
for it.
about wanting to.
Yeah,
That's
and, yeah, we need to get it done. He get a little impatient with me, and I understand that. And when I want to get some stuff done, I'm that way too. Let's get it. Come on, I want to see it. I want to see it. And, but no, this thing's gonna be cool. We're planning on having this truck out in the spring of probably 2020. And we got 2 other trucks we're building for him. We're gonna have done this summer.
Time and money. Time and money.
That's right. Yeah.
Ain't that right?
It's pretty crazy how good there is. So many guys can fit in it pretty comfortably. It's not too bad.
You can load up.
Yeah. And,
Yeah, doors all shut nice. Love it.
it's got bare claw latches. I mean, we did, modern latches in the truck. And also, that's good for safety because they're bad to pop open. The old factory latches were.
Yeah, absolutely.
Now, how cool is that? I mean, you're at a car show, you got the doors all popped open.
You got the jams going in like na-na-na-na-na.
Yeah,
Right?
It will have a good stereo system in it. It's got to.
Oh, I'm sure.
Cool.
Can't slack on that.
And I like the Western hauler. People ask me, what's that? I mean, where's that idea? And, you know, in Texas, there's a lot of Western hauler style beds, and that's kind of what I was, you know, kind of keeping in mind. And trying to do something different. Everybody builds the same beds, or, you know, either a flat bed, or they're trying to build bed sides and stuff. And I just thought it'd be something different. Try to change it up a little bit.
It'll be different. You ain't got a welder in the back. That'll be different for sure.
That's exactly right.
Jamie, I think I need to try this thing out, make sure it's legit before you give it to the customer. Maybe I can have it for a week or two, take my folks to the lake or something, you know?
Can you imagine 800 horsepower, 1,600 foot-pounds of torque?
No.
It's pretty radical. It's going to be radical.
It's going to be. I've never drove nothing like that. I drove it. The same gentleman owns this truck, has a Dodge Demon, 800 horsepower, but it don't have the torque this
No,
has.
the torque's
way.
worth that.
Yeah,
Half the torque.
this will outrun his Demon. Wouldn't that be hilarious?
Well, probably not, but it'd be a pretty good race.
This would be a fun race, wouldn't it? Yeah.
Hey, Jamie.
Yes,
hey,
sir.
What is the little tag? I thought I seen it said like $99. You thought it was some old farm show.
It's a mini Pearl truck.
Oh, okay.
It's a mini Pearl.
Mini
It's
Pearl
not-
truck.
I thought it was one of them garage sale tags
Most
or
people don't know
something.
what mini Pearl is anymore.
I know what Mini Pearl is. She had an old straw hat she wore.
No, I tag every truck that way, or every vehicle we have, so the guys to know what PO number.
Nice.
Good job.
Hey, Hibby, what do you think of these old doors, Calvin?
Dude, I love these doors.
I mean,
Awesome.
I'm telling you.
Coming soon to a car show near you.
Yeah. Hey, check us out on Neighborhood Garage. Like and share it.
And we'll see you next time.